Hello, all you happy people. Redcoat here. As you can see, a bit has changed. I've moved my recording location to a new area. Um, I mean, it might not necessarily be ideal, but at least there's a lot of interest behind me. I know it's supposed to be more of a thing of like you don't distract from the person up front, but whatever's right. At any rate, I wanted to let you all know what's been going on with Vernacular Games thus far. As it stands, we're on track to get a release out in the first quarter of this year. Now we're coming up on a couple of deadlines at the moment, and we're going to see how close we are with regards to just making sure the game is feature complete and well stable. And we'll know a bit more about that by the end of this week in particular. I think this is the 4th of February. And so we'll see where we're at by the end of this week, and that'll help us lock in the date a little bit more solidly. But for now, the date is February 22nd. But we will see where things land following the end of this week. That said, otherwise, some internal developments. Mostly, I've just been looking at exactly where the company needs to land in the next year or so. We're actually looking to well, I personally already moved, as any of the followers on Mines probably already knows. I'm in the Kansas area. Um, Now I've marked it as nowhere Kansas because I didn't know where I was going to be, and I probably won't be divulging that specific element of information until it's a little bit more. I know a little bit more, but moved into Kansas. I saw a lot of potential. I've seen a lot of potential in the area quite some time ago, but I didn't commit to moving because I had a whole bunch of other things to deal with. So now I'm in the area, getting my feet wet, getting an idea of what's going on, and suffice to say, I do think that there's going to be some big developments in the area when it comes to tech in the next couple of years. So uh, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a part of that. So that's some of the stuff on the business angle of what's going on with Vernacular Games. But yeah, we're working to get our first release for this year, Legends of Mathematica Squared, out. Um, and along with that, there's the soundtrack will also be coming out, done by Christoph Jakobs. You'll be able to find that on his Bandcamp page once the game is released. You can also buy the soundtrack on Steam, and you can buy it. We're working on putting it into a bundle with the rest of the game, so you can also get the game and the soundtrack at a slight discount. But yeah, with that in mind, all of the proceeds from the soundtrack by itself, that all goes to Christoph, um, which I think I've said it before, but I think it's important. He's a legend in the making. Like if you've heard any of his works, uh, he's got uh, he's got a wonderful ear, wonderful composition ability. I think you're going to see a lot more cool things from him. And even if you don't see anything from him with other games, I mean, you're going to see more stuff with him from us because I'm not going to waste that connection. Um, but yeah, so that's what's happening there. We're still looking at doing 3 releases within this year, and we're going to see how well that turns out. The lead designer on Legends of Mathematica is itching to get started on the next project, which is interesting. Is he's kind of become a dynamo of design, it seems. Um, yeah, he wants to get started on the next project, And I mean, I do too. Although we'll be doing two projects in tandem, and along with that, there's a couple of other things that are in the works that we'll see how quickly they come up, how quickly they come out. There are going to be some other updates in the future, but I'll get into those once I have a little more of a concrete understanding of what the future even is, particularly with regards to with regards to the economic situation of the United States. You listen to one person, you'll hear it's great. You listen to another person, you'll hear it's terrible. I personally think it's pretty bad. It's gonna get worse. But with that in mind, doing the proper financial things to get to put us into a good position, so that should the markets crash, we're in a position to actually take advantage of that. One of the things you have to remember about market crashes: more millionaires are made in those areas than when the market is operating normally. That's because theoretically, when it happens, it's all on sale. So if you know what to pick up, you'll do well. Those of you that are in stock space, not financial advice, of course. Um, but yeah, so we're looking at those sorts of things, and yeah, that's what's going on. I just wanted to make sure I put something up there. I know the company's been silent for a little while. I mean, we've been putting up the season 2 of the podcast. Um, on the regular, but still, just giving you a general update of that's what's happening with the company. So, yeah, and if you have any questions or comments or things that you'd like to, ask or what have you, you can go ahead and email us at, well, email me specifically at redcoatvernac. That's REDVERNAC at protonmail.com. Again, that's redcoatvernac at protonmail.com. And yeah, if you've got any questions or anything you want to know, you can email us there. You can make contact, and if you want to link up for a project or something, I'm marginally open. Anyway, y'all take care. There's much to be done, and well, I got to get back to doing it. Be safe, everyone.
Legends of Mathematica Squared, under the shadow of